Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something a little different today. Usually I film from my van or a local park, but today I'm filming from the palatial estate here in southwestern Ohio. In the background is a giant oak tree that I planted about 30 years ago. It was 8 foot tall when I planted it, and it has grown so tall now I'm going to have to put gutter guards on the top floor of my house on the second story. Starting to get some leaves in the gutters. But anyway, uh, time has a way of changing a lot in retirement. Sometimes it's slow, and sometimes it's real fast. Uh, for example, my routine 20 years ago: get up at this is for real. I'm not blowing smoke here. I get up about 4:30. I had a gym in my basement. I'd work out until about 5:30, quarter to six. Usually took about an hour. I'd eat some breakfast, hit the road, go to the job site. That was my day. That was my routine. Now it's totally different. Now I can sleep and I don't sleep. Now I sleep 4 or 5 hours. I'm ready to get up. So I'm up a lot in the middle of the night. Time just is different. It's just so different. Our spending patterns also change in retirement. Most people say they don't spend as much, but I know a lot of people whose spending patterns, they spend more. I don't know if they get bored or they have a lot of money or what, but they spend more in retirement than they do when they were working. Now, when I was working, I didn't think about spending an extra 20 or 50 or maybe even $100 here or there because I was making pretty good money. But now, no, those spending patterns are totally different. Sleep patterns are different. The time just it's crazy the way the time is. The energy levels. I work. It used to be I'd work, like I said, I'd work out in the morning first thing. It was hard. I'd eat a good breakfast before I took off, and I'd eat during the day. Then I'd come home. If I had chores to do, I could do the chores. It wasn't a big deal. I was 40 years old or 50 years old or so, and I could do chores, cut the grass, blah blah blah. Didn't bother me. Take a shower, go to bed, get up and do it again the next day. Now, this morning I worked out. I had a good workout this morning, but this morning I worked out at the gym. Went to visit a friend. Came home, ate some lunch, high protein, just about all animal protein. Well, it was all animal protein, I guess. And took a few supplements, and then I took a nap. Good times, good times. But after my nap, I thought, well, I'll get up and I'm going to go do a little bit of yard work. So I went out to the yard. Now it's hot here today. It was in the upper 80s. I went out to the yard. I was out there like a half an hour, and I was done. I mean, I wasn't just tired. I was done. I sweat some, not a whole lot, but I did sweat some. But I was done. The energy levels, I just can't wrap my head around sometimes. It's slowly but surely sinking in. Another thing that's changed a lot in the last 20 years is mental sharpness. Uh, I don't know if it affects the rest of you guys, but I'm just not as sharp as I once was. Now there are some advantages to that. I can play dumb if my wife reminds me of something. I can play dumb and say, I don't remember that. I use that line a lot. She knows it. She knows I use it. It's not a big thing. But sometimes she has to remind me of what was going on. That's why I am the keeper of the calendar, and I write everything down for her as well as myself. But the sense of time is the biggest thing that really, really changes. Sometimes the days just drag on. We're dog sitting this week, and like I said, I went to the gym, went to visit a friend, took a nap, did a little yard work, but the time this afternoon is just dragging by, just dragging by. When's bedtime? I keep thinking, when's bedtime rolling around? Well, I'm not ready for bed, but sometimes it just drags by. Now, on the other hand of that, it seems sometimes, I'd like to know in the comments if this ever happens to you guys, it seems sometimes the weeks just fly by. It's Sunday night, Sunday morning, doesn't matter. And all of a sudden it's Friday. A week has gone by and you don't even know where it went. You don't know what you did. And it seems like 2 weeks ago, uh, it was May, and now it's, the middle of August. It just flies. I don't know where it goes. Now, on the other hand, the days sometimes drag by. But the time in retirement just has a different connotation. this is kind of a no-brainer, duh video. But I just wanted to bring that out. I wonder if some of these things happen. Some of these things happen to you guys too, especially the time thing. The time just it's just different. My whole perspective on time now. I never get in a hurry. My whole perspective on time has totally changed. Now I value my time because like most of you all, I'm on the downward slope, fourth quarter of the life, as I like to say, and I like to utilize my time as much as possible. But anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. Probably not, but that's all right. If you got anything out of it, like, share, subscribe, and until we meet again, I want to continue to press on towards that goal.